LSU's first full day in New Orleans began with an early morning practice session at the Dome. Defense was the theme on this day, and for one of the most dominant defensive units in the nation, our question: what makes this defense so special?
Just the hunger that we have. We're trying to get 11 people to the ball every time, trying to get the ball out of the ball carrier's hands and create turnovers. And you get a lot of people to the ball at one time, you tend to create a lot more turnovers. And just the speed and aggressiveness that we have on defense.
We like to play as one. Coach Chavis says all the time, it's about your attitude and effort. So he calls a play, you know how to line up, and you just got to make sure that you give your all on that play. And if you do, then usually you can come up for a loss.
I think it's the defensive line. I mean, those guys do a lot of work, and those Coach Haley's done an excellent job with those guys. And those guys make our job a lot easier. From them getting back there and, just like I said, making a quarterback do things he don't want to do.
You know, we're aggressive. You know, we're relentless. You know, we're definitely technicians. You know, we just want to go out there, you know, and just play smart, violent football.
Monday night at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, another chance for the Alabama offense to score a touchdown against LSU. In particular, Trent Richardson. LSU, one of only 3 teams to hold the Heisman finalist to under 100 yards. But in those other 2 games, Richardson scored a combined 5 touchdowns. Against LSU, none. Keeping him out of the end zone, again, priority number 1.
You know, what you have to do is you have to minimize those plays. And you know, for us, it worked well the first game because, again, they didn't get in the end zone, but certainly he had a big effect on the game.
They will give him the ball no matter what, if y'all stopping him or not. Because, I mean, I feel like, you know, you got one of the best running backs in the league. You know, he's going to get some yards. And just the play action is really a big part, you know, because we feel like they're going to try to run the ball and trying to pound us. And, you know, everybody's playing up close to the line of scrimmage. And then, you know, they're going over top with a pass. So I feel like that's the biggest fit we have right now.
Yes, Honey Badger was the feature attraction on this day. And once again, the question, do you like the nickname?
You know, like I said, you know, I think it kind of grew on me, you know, and, you know, I look at it like this, you know, I see little kids and, you know, they're in love with the Honey Badger, so, you know, I'll be the Honey Badger for them.
And fitting that Matthew talked about little kids, because later in the afternoon, an LSU bowl tradition.
How are y'all? What's going on? What's your name? Hey, today I'm Will. How are you? Nice to meet you.
A trip to the Children's Hospital in New Orleans, where players and coaches alike offering encouragement to the young patients. This may be a business trip, but don't tell that to this family, who got the surprise visit from Les Smiles himself.
You want to make an impact on someone's life, you know, any way you can, you know, so, you know, visiting sick children and, you know, visiting elderly people. You know, you just want to put a smile on their face.
With LSU at the BCS Championship, I'm Richey for CST.